So here we are, episode 9. As you can see, I've already fought Bonz. That's because I forgot to hit record last time. So there goes like 45 minutes down to tube. You haven't really missed much on the first set of battles. The biggest thing is we got a brand new card from the booster pack that came with the Login, which is Change of Hearts. Because of this, I've gone ahead and added back the Cybertech Alligator as a bit of a combo piece. Change of Hearts, their monster attributed for Cybertech Alligator. Seems like a good idea. But anyway, unfortunately I do know what most of the cards in their deck is. So there goes that. It was a bit surprising to see at first because the deck is labeled traps. I wasn't expecting to see certain cards be put in there. Tremendous Fire is always free damage. But I won't spoil it for you guys. But at the same time, I'm not gonna like fake a reaction. Tribute to the Doomed is annoying. This is not worth the Mirror Force. I'd rather keep the Mirror Force for a 2-for-1 trade. Let's see what their back row is. There was a trap card. Which one though? Ring of Destruction? Okay. We're not gonna summon anything here. Penguin Soldier is a bit of a waste. Especially since we have Mirror Force still. Is it worth it to take the damage in order to draw cards? No, 29 is too much. Maybe if they started with Bistro Butcher first, I would have taken the 18 and then destroyed both of them. Login. So as you can see, they're playing a beatdown deck, even though the deck is labeled as traps. Mask of Darkness is fine here. We can set this, get attacked over by Login, grab Mirror Force, and then hopefully we can do another 2-for-1 trade. Oh, they're not gonna lodge in. Vorse Raider's amazing. We can flip up Mask of Darkness here. I don't mind having it in attack mode, even though it's 900 since we do get back Mirror Force. Obviously, we're not going to attack with it, but 900 to the face is still pretty good. Yeah, 1200 defense. They're still not playing the Login. Well, I guess now it's too late, since I have the 1900 beater. What can we get with Magician of Faith? Tremendous Fire and an MST. I think we go Penguin Soldier here. We can lock them with the Penguin Soldier loop. What is this? 2,500 every turn? So next turn we should have lethal if I don't bring back Penguin Soldier to hand. Torrential is nice, but I don't think it's needed. Okay, that's one game down, 4 more to go, again. Black Skull Dragon, give us another Lajin. Nope. Two back row. Hopefully we have Duster. Royal Decree is also nice. Unfortunately, we do have trap cards in our hand. Pot of Greed. Maybe we can draw into Harpies or Heavy Storm. No. This is always free damage. Unfortunately for us, we have our anti-trap card while we have all the good trap cards in our hand. Trap hole. Nope. We'll just set everything but Royal Decree. Use up our trap cards before we negate all trap cards for good, or at least some of our trap cards. Mirror Force for 1. That's alright. MST, which one? Judgment? Yeah, go for it. A Lajin. Two for 1 trade. I'll take it. Darkfire Soldier is great. It's at least something that we can summon. Considering Mask of Weakness is the last card we had face down, now we can do the Royal Decree play. Hopefully they don't have another Lajin. Bistro Butcher wouldn't be so bad. I'd take the 100 to draw 2 cards. Speaking of which, we could also Mask of Weakness here, clear the board, but I don't know, I'm gonna be greedy. 100 for Pot of Greed is nothing. We have a Sangan, that's not gonna be useful. 7 tools is alright. We could bait out something here. Hopefully they attack into it. We Mask a Weakness. Or we could draw 2 more cards for what, 200 health? Do we draw 2 more cards? Is that worth it? We could also keep Ryukushin powered up, tribute summon for the Cybertech Alligator, and then just have a Cybertech Alligator to beat down with. You know what, let's not be greedy. Sword of Deep-Seated is alright. We could actually put that on Sangan. 1500 should be able to attack over whatever that is. We might just do that. And then if they do have like a Lajin or something that can attack over one of our guys, we contribute the other one for the Cybertech Alligator. Conversely, we could put it on Ryukushin powered, just make sure that it doesn't get attacked over by anything, ever. How much do we care about the damage is the question here. Because if we're going to tribute Sangan the next turn, having to draw Sword of Deep-Seated is not great. I think we're just going to do Ryukushin here. Hopefully they have nothing. I do know they run like Raigeki and Dark Hole, as well as Tribute to the Doomed, which could be a problem. Speaking of which, we don't have a way to stop that, unfortunately. So Sword of Deep-Seated goes on top of our deck, but Sangan lets us search, which then shuffles our deck, so we don't have to draw into it. We're not going to chain into this. We can grab... We can grab a Penguin Soldier, maybe? Witch of the Black Forest can also search as one of our beaters. Yeah, I think we go for Penguin Soldier here. Bonz Turtle. I mean, if 800 is the best that they have, hopefully we can top deck one of our 16s. Speaking of which, next turn we could Penguin loop them. Monster Reborn what? Darkfire Soldier? Our Darkfire Soldier? We can't stop that, unfortunately. And then they do get to summon something here. No, they're not summoning? They might not have a monster in hand. Change of Hearts would be amazing here. Pre-mat? Pre-mat the Lajin. Why didn't they do that? Like, they could have done 1800 more. Axe of Despair. Yeah, they could have done so much more damage here. I guess they were scared maybe I had a mirror force or something. So good news, we do have Penguin Soldier. We can just return both of those to the hand. Unfortunately, we do have to deal with a Lajin. Hopefully they summon something here. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. So we still have to contest with a Lajin next turn, but at the very least we cleared the board. Hopefully we can draw into something. Michizuri maybe. That is a Hain. That doesn't really help us much. So, best case scenario here, we attack them directly. On their turn, they summon Lajin. Our turn, we set the Hain. Their turn, they tribute Lajin for Summon Skull. And then attack into our Hain, return Summon Skull back to their hand. And we can just go for game with something that we draw into. There's the Lajin. Our wolf guy's probably gonna go down. There's no reason they don't attack. Mask of Darkness? What would Mask of Darkness get us? Nothing great. Yeah, we go for the Hain play. Hopefully they do tribute that off for a Summon Skull instead of like setting another monster. It's the only way we can get rid of it right now. Okay, they do go for the Summon Skull play. This is perfect. We might as well activate Royal Decree now. Make sure that trap card never gets used against us. And then Mask of Darkness has 900 attack, so we can just go for game with it. We're still gonna go for game with it. A trap deck getting destroyed by a card that recycles back a trap card is a bit ironic. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. Come on, Lajin. Larva Moth. Worthless. Larva Moth and Petite Moth in the same pack. That's kind of funny. Unfortunately, we don't have the Cocoon of Evolution. Game number 3. Let's see what we get. A Lajin right off the bat isn't great, but we do have Sword of Deep-Seated, which is nice. Not agreed. More options. We could Duster here for 1. Their back row is kind of scary. What is that? Not a pendant. Oh, MST. That's not the worst. We're just gonna go for damage. I don't think we should equip two of the sword. We really don't want to draw two of them 2 turns in a row. Then again, we do have Sangan to shuffle our deck. Hopefully they just don't have anything. Two Gravekeepers. This is the one where if I attack, top of my deck goes into the graveyard, right? Something like that. They're gonna try to mill us out. Gravekeeper's Servant. Each time your opponent attacks with a monster, opponent must send 1 card. Yeah. That's annoying. We're basically being put on the clock here. I mean, it's really not that bad. Regular Yu-Gi-Oh is at the point where... Oh, that's going to be an MST back to them, isn't it? Regular Yu-Gi-Oh is like more of a annoyance when it comes to deck milling because you go through so much of your deck. In like on your first turn, you do a lot of searching and special summoning. But you know, old Yu-Gi-Oh, all we really have is what? Pot of Greed, Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest. So, it's not much of a clock. This getting MST'd is a bit annoying. We know what we're going to draw next turn and it's not great. Although, this lets us bypass that, so I'm totally okay with it. I will gladly take 200 damage to draw 2 cards. Royal Decree is funny. You know, for a deck that is called Traps, they play a lot more spell cards than Traps. We can set that. We can just go for more damage here. Again, there's no point of putting both Sword of Deep-Seated on. I should really be paying attention on what's getting milled, but as of right now, we're not really in a dire situation. Monster Reborn what? Horse Raider? What's our face down again? Royal Decree? Horse Raider in defense mode? Do they have like a... There it is. So this is unfortunate. But we do technically have a way to stop it. I don't like the idea of putting 2 Sword of Deep-Seated on 1 Darkfire Soldier, but we don't really have another choice. Let's see what's been milled. Judgment, Mirror Force, Horn of Heaven. We could set mask here, grab mirror force. Conversely, Fangan, double sword of deep-seated on Darkfire Soldier. So when Darkfire Soldier does go down, we do have a search. And then Sword of Deep-Seated isn't our draw for the turn. We might just go for that. Okay, we should have game here. Tribute summon the Sangan for the alligator. And then it won't matter who we attack directly with. Let's search out Penguin Soldier just in case things do go south. Still no second Lajin. Three down, two more to go. Let's do the Cross Clown opening. Hopefully they don't have anything crazy. If they do, we can always just match them with Lajin or attack over it with a Vostrator. Speaking of, hopefully this is enough to win us the game. They never draw into something like a Dark Hole or Raigeki. Speaking of, we might as well chain our MST, snipe their back row, see what we get. It was a trap. Let's see what we got. Magic Cylinder is great. We could Dark Elf here, just keep the pressure up. The problem with summoning Lajin is that they can search out a Lajin after we attack over Witch of the Black Forest, and then they could just crash. Or maybe they have like a Axe of Despair. That's a tribute summon monster, which is great for us. It means it's not something that they can just get out on the field right away. That doesn't actually do anything. I mean, yeah, it sucks to mill our deck, but we're in no worry of decking out anytime soon. We could potentially set up a lethal play next turn. If we go Lajin now. Or, not next turn, but like turn 4. Next turn we set the Hain, and then the turn after that, it should be lethal with our normal summon as well. I am a little weary though. They do run Dark Hole as well as Regeki, so we almost don't want to invest too much on the board. Hopefully they just don't draw into it. Okay, we're in the clear. These games are turning out a lot easier than what I had to deal with the first 5. Heartbeat Lady Sisters again is not the rare that we're looking for. Unfortunate. Last game. But yeah, as you can see, I went 5-2 the first time going against them. But that's because I wasn't expecting a bunch of beaters in a deck called Traps. Royal Decree is great. If only we went first. We could go Wolf here. Ring of Destruction isn't great. We'll set the Royal Decree. We probably won't activate it right away until they give us like a reason to. Hopefully they don't summon anything that we can't beat over. That is okay. They're not even going to flip the face down, face up. Let's go Darkfire Soldier. Get some more damage in. If they have the Lodge-In, then they have the Lodge-In. There's really not much we can do about it. Best case scenario, they tribute over their face down card for a summoned skull, and then we can just set Hain next turn and return it back to their hand. Tribute to the Doomed? That's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about it. 2 face downs. They're probably like Witch of the Black Forest, maybe. Although that wouldn't make any sense. At least while they're face down, we might as well go Bistro Butcher here, get some value out of it. Again, never gonna try to attack and deal battle damage with Bistro Butcher, just because we never want them to draw cards. Slate Warrior. Why was that in defense mode? Can I ride Geki? Well, that's 2 of their monster removals gone. Pre-mat the Slate Warrior. If only our face down was Imperial Order. Axe of Despair. At least they didn't attack us with that straight up. Hain kind of goes crazy here. We at the very least get rid of the Axe of Despair. Hopefully they're crazy enough to tribute their face down monster in order to bring it back. But then we'd have no way to get over a 1900. Stone Ogre isn't that big. 1600 attack. So we have a few options here. If we return the Grotto, they're gonna have to tribute summon it again. If we return the Slate Warrior, we get rid of Axe of Despair. But also, their Slate Warrior is in defense position. So we could easily attack over it too. $400 isn't that big of a defense. We go for the tribute summon monster. We could even like Mask of Despair over the Slate Warrior. Tribute to the Doomed. I think we put on the pressure. Firecracken with the Sword of Deep-Seated is too big for another Slate Warrior or Lodge-In to be attacked over. It's gonna suck if they top deck into a Dark Hole, but it's worse if they summon like a Lodge-In and just attacks over all of our cards. Oh, I forgot Slate Warrior's destruction effect. I'm kind of glad that we did put Sword of Deep-Seated on it. It kind of balances out. That face down is scary. Hopefully it's nothing big. We do still have Royal Decree, which isn't bad. We'll go Sangan here. There isn't really much trap cards that we can grab back with the Mask of Darkness. I don't think we've used any so far, have we? Yeah, we haven't. If they end up flipping a Mirror Force, we have Royal Decree, we can stop it. It doesn't seem to be that way, or they're maybe holding it for a better trade. We'll set the 7 tools here, just because we know they play Mystical Space Typhoon. If they do out our Royal Decree, we can always 7 tools whatever they try to activate. Speaking of which, they go for the sword. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. It's gonna suck to draw that next turn, but we do have lethal on board, so I guess it doesn't matter. We know the last card in their hand is the 1600 beater. Oh, a new pack! Do we go for it, or do we try to get the La Jin? I think we try to get the La Jin. Cocoon of Evolution is not that great. I guess it looks like defeating these guys 10 times will unlock a new pack, which is awesome. We've basically gone through every single of the starter packs already, so that might be something I would want to farm like off screen. But yeah, Bonz is done. Next episode, Mako Tsunami. See you then.